Hello, Star Voyagers. Happy Saturday. Hi, Sea Star. Hi, Labia. Hi, lurkers out there. Welcome back, everyone. We're going to finish Phantom Pain today. Yeah, I think we're going to finish Phantom Pain today. Quiet's doing her thing. Yay! Hey, there was our, that was an important dispatch mission, actually, the one that popped. The first one that popped. Oh, there's another one! Damn! Hey, can anyone tell me... These yellow marked, this is the third one in a row, extremely long, 3 hours, low probability of success, 67%, and that's with S++ ranked troops, and I might even get us some more real quick. What doesn't happen until those are done? They're marked in yellow like they're story ops, but they're in combat deployment. Does it have anything to do with Yui's final cutscene? What? Because we're probably wrapping this up today, this game, I want to make sure we're not leaving anything significant, unfinished, unaddressed. I don't mind burning some of these points that are otherwise meaningless to me on some troops, so that we can at least have a full S++ ranked deployment. Only a couple of them are, a few of them. And late game, after we got our battle gear developed, this is the third one that requires battle gear. They have little stories to go with them, but they don't really tie in any important way that I know of to what we're doing. Procyon, present. Bueller, anyone? Thought they're special because you get a lot of GMP. It could be that they may have no dependencies, nothing depending on them. They may not be a dependency for anything. 73% chance is the best we can get. It's gonna take a good chunk of the stream before we even find out if that succeeded, and if it didn't, blah, blah, blah. Hello. So, here's where we are in the game. We are very late in the game now. There are actually only 3 unique missions left. And it's not over yet, but it's getting close. Ty, cheers. Good to see you. Shining lights even in death. We were told there's a new vocal cord parasite outbreak. In spite of all the Wolbachia, we need to find out how to identify who's infected. The lab's been sealed off. We'll probably start there, although it was a to-be-continued cutscene, which gives us the option of going somewhere else first if we really want to. But we only have a little bit of the game left. Different ways, here for the unfinished business. That's right, Bob. What's up? Cheers and welcome. Unfinished business. Here's how the game drags on after its true ending. There's nothing wrong with what the game does at this stage. It's just a less fitting end than what was arguably the actual end of the game. Way back at mission 3031 when we defeated Sahelanthropus. The game did roll a major set of credits, but then it continued. And what it continued on with, what we've been doing, this segment of the game is really unfinished. So it just kind of trails off. We have this vocal cord parasite outbreak we're going to deal with. Yesterday, near the end of the stream, we saw Liquid steal Sahelanthropus and some of kidnapped some of our troops, took all the kids, and off they went into the sunset. And we aren't going to do a damn thing about it, because that part of the game never got completed. So what do we have left? Well, we're kind of going to spread this out. We've got 3 missions left, and one of those is basically a replay. And if you've played the game, you probably know what I'm talking about. The very end of the game revisits the very beginning of the game. So, we actually only have 2 missions left. But there's plenty of side content, and it's a great game to mess around in. You know, that's a large part of why I picked it to play these past few weeks, because I've been so aimless myself, not needing to stay on task and just having lots of random things to do has been quite fitting. So, we've got more than enough of that left. Well, we are going there today. I may have to make some extra pit stops because I'm on my 2nd cream soda. So I say we get right back to the story. But we're probably going to drift for a little while after that before we get anywhere near Quiet's mission, 45. 43 is where we're at, 45 is Quiet's big mission, and then Man Who Sold the World, right? Confirmed to begin mission immediately without sortie prep. There have been a couple like this. Kind of bugs me that we don't get to prep. Not only do you not get to prep, but boss is actually carrying more gear on him right now. He's always carrying more gear on him than we will drop in with, right? What do we get? I just completed the unlimited suppressor version of our tranq pistol. Am I gonna be allowed to use that here? I don't think so. No prep. Hey boss, hand me all your gear and leave Quiet behind. You're going in alone. He actually insisted on going in alone, but that doesn't explain why he has to go in without any gear. Team no prep. Hey Luke.
Message coming in.
Greetings, Squadias. Hello. Thank you for the host. Here we go.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Boss, let's go over the situation again. We've got another parasite outbreak in the laboratory on the quarantine platform.
What is this?
No idea.
Damn it! Huh? What the? Shit!
We've sealed all the exits to keep it from spreading. No one's getting out. One of the researchers inside managed to isolate the parasite behind the outbreak. He faxed over his findings. Code Talker's analyzing them now.
Okay.
Why this new outbreak, despite our inoculation? This is still unclear. Introducing the Wolbachia to the infected prevented symptoms during the last epidemic. The parasites lodge in the victim's throat, forming a mating pair. But the Wolbachia turns the male to female. Two females can neither copulate nor lay eggs.
That's why the rescue team went in with more Wolbachia. But The outbreak still isn't under control.
They should not be capable of laying eggs. Yet, we have a new outbreak. And the Wolbachia have no effect. I pray this is not some new strain. If it is,
Then someone may have brought it here. If there's a spy running around.
for now, we must focus on discerning the outbreak mechanism. The cases show another alarming new development. It is now even more difficult to tell who is infected. The eggs propagate out of sight. No external symptoms. One who appears healthy may be dying on the inside.
What the hell happened in there? Boss, I still can't raise the rescue team I sent in. We know how to proceed if we just knew how to ID the symptoms. Finding that out is part of your job in there. Into the quarantine tent.
Sure.
Head for the quarantine tent.
It just checks your hours and stuff. But I don't know why it's related. The link permission is true. You don't need link permission. I mean, thank you for asking, but you don't have to ask. Regulars in the channel, you only need I think even half of that for posting links. I know some people like to ask anyways, so that's okay. Don't need permission. But you have it anyways.
Fuck!
Brass bear. Bullet slug. So, you gave me a lethal MRS. And a lethal pistol. Can't pull out here. Hey. Tranks here.
Hang on, Snake. We've just had a transmission from inside. Here's the audio.
It all makes sense now. I win.
Where's it coming from?
Unknown. It cut off before we could get a fix. It all makes sense. Think he means the parasite? No way to know. But right now, that's all we've got. Hopefully he can tell us something. We'll have to close the tent behind you, boss. Don't think the infection's airborne, but... Find the source of that transmission, boss. Find our man.
You never know. Hey, Pierce.
What is it?
Something sweet. I can smell it even through the mask.
The rescue team reported that too. Said it smelled like ripe fruit.
We cannot allow the infection to spread. If anyone shows symptoms, you must put them out of their misery.
That includes me.
Going in. Yeah, that mission where they strip you of everything and turn it into Resident Evil. Hey, everybody okay with blood?
Guess the parasites killed him. Don't touch him. He's covered in blood.
See. Oh, son. Nice, Snake.
Stay back! Stay back!
Can I turn that flashlight off? Do we want the light?
You're kidding, right? Why?
Where did that transmission come from? Boss, locate whoever sent the message. He has to be in there somewhere. He's got a mask. He's with the rescue team. And they died from before. Was that more of the message? We'll try to clean it up.
Can we go down over here? We can't, right? Your tape. Ah, good. It keeps playing, unlike some of the others. Why does it keep playing, though? It is hard to see what the hell is going on in here.
The area beyond there is still under construction. Another transmission.
The boss will come. Boss, it's you.
He's wearing a mask. He's part of the rescue team. Looks like he's not the one who sent the message. I'd like to hear what he has to say, but you need to keep going.
I'll keep watch here.
Step aside, boss. I'm just one of us. I can't die in this hell. I'm not infected. I can't be infected. If I am, I don't want to go out like this.
No, 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 no! No, not the best.
Boss!
Hi, right?
I have analyzed part of the data that was faxed out. It appears even those who barely spoke became symptomatic. This must be some kind of mutation.
Get us out of here!
What's he shooting at?
Catalina boy, hello.
Boss!
What the hell happened?
At least you're okay.
What's going on?
I win. I'm no snail.
Damn it.
So he sent the transmission. Seems like he had a way of IDing who's symptomatic. But what was he trying to say? Snail. Yes, of course. It all makes sense now. Do not let anyone showing symptoms get outside. As infection progresses, it triggers an overwhelming urge to get out in the open. That's the parasite controlling them. Once outside, the birds will feed on infected bodies, spreading the parasite on land. the whole world will be infested. You have to shoot, boss. We can't let them outside. Damn it. We can't allow any contagious individuals to...
And here's where they make you kill your own men.
Snake, are you just gonna let the contagion spread? That's it. That's good.
We have a very special thermal imaging infection detector now.
Someone's throat. That means they are infected. And all you can do is give them a quick death.
I think a lot of people hoped for a lot more when they got to this part in the game. It held such promise, horrible as it was.
He's infected. Kill him, boss. We can't save him now.
See it in the throat. Oh, don't put your hands up, man.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Crash.
Y'all drinking that wine too, ain't you? Smoking them tweeds and everything.
You can
Wearing
see where
those
we're
clothes all
at.
half off your ass. What the hell's going on today?
Hey, put your hand down. I'm surprised his hand is
You just killed your own...
able to stop around.
What the hell? Nobody asked for your opinion. You expect me to just stand by and watch this?
Yeah, you're a saint, Huey. Wow! Wow, Crash! Congratulations, man. Good luck to all of you. Hello, Walking Dad. You hear that? Crash is a grandpa. He's gonna be a grandpa. Okay. This isn't Zombieland, sorry. Looks that everyone's infected. Oh man, can't even execute people properly. They must think I'm torturing everyone. I've gone insane.
You're insane, Snake. He was one of your men.
You're insane, Jay. And this is where the Peace Walker tape was. Wasn't it? Down here?
You yourself said we're a family. Or was it all lies?
Yeah, Huey. Know what Ty said. Alright, that's where can't leave yet, right? Come down to the lower level where the tape was. I'm not where I thought I was. I gotta go back up a level also. There is another stair down, that's right. Pirate Dingo. Jay, I think Huey's infected. You better make sure. I mean, we really wouldn't want to miss one. It only takes one.
Shooting your own men. That's not the big boss I knew.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm not the big boss you knew. You think of that?
I looked at the staff list, and there are still people you haven't checked. If they're not infected, bring them out. Otherwise...
Ah,
eliminate
damn,
them.
who'd I miss? Sound of the breathing I'm hearing, that's boss, right? Search him for a second. Charge him much. Ah. Hiding under a box there. Damn, we're gonna have to backtrack up, I guess. If you see anything moving and I go by it, let me know. Going back up. What the hey? Weird. That's where we started.
Don't go outside.
Do you think?
Dangerous.
Yeah, please. Yeah. The whisper. Oh, sorry, too many things. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Luke, of course. Thank you for asking as well. I don't remember getting stumped here for where anyone was. Behind the gurney on floor 1 or 2 in one of the rooms. I did look behind the gurney. There were 2 bodies and the soldier who was there guarding them. We'll double check. The gurney on its side, right? Maybe one of them was alive and I just missed it. I did look in there, behind the gurney. You see your leg move? The gurney's at the end here. Yeah, they're down and out. Where the door won't open and you look through a window. That could be. There were a couple that were kind of blocked by debris. Yes, please. Yes, please, Death King. Everybody is welcome to suggest because I'm going in circles. It's blocked by the trolley. Okay, which floor are we on? It's just the Peace Walker room now. I already got the tape in the Peace Walker room, though. So is it back all the way down to the Peace Walker room? Maybe that's blocked by something in the hall now? I went down there before we got the goggles. Yeah, but they hide there. Okay, that makes sense. Here. Not the Peace Walker room. Further down. Ah, I didn't get all the way down, did I? Thank you. I kept thinking I had been down this far. I remember this room well enough. They're standing. Oh, this is the worst room.
Boss! Hey! Let's let the boss decide. We live and die by your order, boss. Boss!
Why they don't stop the music even after you take the tape earlier. They're humming. Oh my god. These are salutes of pain because they all become defensive wounds.
Hang on,
One
boss.
guy.
Is he wearing a mask? He might not be infected. Examine him with those goggles.
Not infected.
Carry the rescue team member to the exit. He's the only one not infected.
Thank you, boss.
Really harsh they put you through that. This. Everything's gone so horribly wrong, but you find one guy. At least you can save one, right?
Got a survivor. Unlock the
Right.
door. Wait. I don't think I made it after all.
What? You just checked him.
could it have progressed this quickly?
Boss, take another look at him with the goggles.
No!
He's infected.
I don't believe it.
Maybe you got him through my hands. They're weak now. All of them. Do it.
I'm sorry, boss.
Well. Is the mission where you lose a lot of heroism. What happened in the lab? Questions? Questions that we will never get proper answers to. Grr.
There's nothing we could have done for them. We're all grateful, boss.
It's your fault! They're dead because of you!
What?
He's right. I killed him with my own hands.
They were on your side! I'm on your side! And you turned them all to ashes!
They wanted you to shoot. It was that or be burned alive. Come on. Let's get this over with.
Wait. I won't scatter your sorrow to the heartless sea. I will always be with you. Plant your roots in me. See you end as ashes. You're all diamonds.
We're not burying them at sea. What then?
We'll make diamonds from their ashes. Take them into battle with us.
A shining light to our brothers in arms, even in death.
We are diamond dogs.
Boss, I don't know how you do it. All I could do was obsess over revenge, doubting my comrades along the way. But even after all we've accomplished...
See the diamond on the patch on his arm? Thank you. Sorry about the mic.
If anything, it just got worse. But
Shine
you
on,
understood
you
that from the
crazy
start, didn't
diamonds.
you? From the moment you opened your
Great
eyes
song.
in that hospital, you knew it wouldn't go away. Yet you've been fighting the pain and confronting your phantoms the whole time. Knowing full well the battle would never end, not till the day you die. I respect that now, more than ever. It's an honor and a privilege, Big Boss.
What? What's that, Pierce? Alright, let's see what tapes they dumped on us here, but we may... Okay, the urges. Urges? Mutation. Parasites. Peace Walker, main theme. Which we have heard 1,000 times. By the time they give you this tape, you've heard it so many times on deployments. Great song. Bit overused. 1, 2, 3. Was there another group? There was. Where'd it go? Questioning Huey. So, I'd like to have a good full stream today, but the main story is near its end, and we're gonna kind of spread things out with that in mind. Gotta play some tapes, we'll run some side ops, some things will open up. After a break, we'll probably run Quiet's mission, and maybe some more side ops, random things. Do we want to go hunt? Are there any cool animals to hunt for the conservation platform with tranquilizer guns? Sorry, should qualify that. Can we go locate and Fulton any cool animals for the conservation platform? There's no way we're gonna do them all at this point. Any cool ones to go after? Took a couple brief tries at that yesterday. I don't think I can survive it. I might be able to take the shots. I managed to hit her a couple times, but yeah, squishy. Too squishy. Unless we wanted to cheese that with stealth camo. Probably, if I ever did it, that must have been how I did it too. I think I've used stealth camo in Quiet's mission. I don't want to do that. Battle dress, heavy artillery, but we may end up running a couple of the pitch dark. Extreme metallic archaea. That just sounds insane. The one at the airport, the skulls, that cover. Hey, Thevi. Greetings. Fierce, if you die, you want to be made into a diamond and be put on an awesome game controller. Die. Yeah, I'll be pondering Yakuza. I mean, I know it's coming, and I know a lot of people are excited for it. Still not sure if it's gonna click for me. You know, I maybe won't know until I try it, but I might watch a little bit more of. If you're playing any more of the series coming up, but I might try to get a glimpse of a little bit more. I'm not sure the set of activities is really what I'm looking for right now. Not sure I'm looking for a beat 'em up with a side order of gambling. Not trying to climb the ranks in a gang, and it's just, I don't know. So I got to be thinking about what's next and next. It'll be on my mind. So the side ops that we've got left, heavy infantry, tank, all those, they're not my favorites. They're okay, but they basically mean crawling around very slowly to me, trying to position to grab everyone from behind, nice and quiet, because you can't strip their armor. Prisoner extractions, things like that. Tends to be a nice little infiltration. OKB-0. Have a little sneak. Listen to some tapes. Quiet, you can come if you're gonna help. Monday night. $20 G's to have your ashes made into a 1-carat diamond, huh? Gudias, does this game have any sort of mini games or just standard quests and missions? Not really any mini games. Yeah. You'd have to create your own mini games from the emergent gameplay possibilities. There are a lot of tools, weapons and other tools, and a lot of environmental possibilities. And it's really a good sandbox with a crazy unfinished story framework. So not really any mini games though. story mode would have some sort of multiplayer feature, you'd have tank fights. Oh man. Huh. That would be something. Something. $1984. Why our cassette collection is a bunch of 80s music. The licensed music that they have, the tapes we pick up. We have some info tapes to listen to.
Well, Doctor, I have the report on the incident at the quarantine facility. Assuming the vocal cord parasite evolved, underwent a mutation. The only plausible explanations are exposure to some high-concentration mutagen or radiation. As you know, some of the staff at the quarantine facility were infected with the parasites. The Wolbachia prevented them from copulating, but the parasites themselves can't be removed from their host's vocal cords. Once you're infected with Skullface's parting gift, you're stuck with it. The researchers regularly used X-ray equipment to monitor the parasites in their throats. No problem there, they kept a close eye on the radiation doses. But that equipment didn't just give off X-rays. It was also emitting beta rays. Even though that's unnecessary for the scans. See, beta rays have far worse effects on DNA than X-rays. Meaning the only logical conclusion is that someone added in a beta ray emitter to trigger a mutation. Those beta rays leaked out from inside the equipment. Because the emitter was retrofitted, the shielding was inadequate. And the person who ordered and inspected the equipment was you, Doctor. That makes you the only person with the opportunity to install that emitter.
So now you're saying I sabotaged medical equipment for some wild plan to make the vocal cord parasite kill everyone?
Or maybe you thought it'd reveal a way to treat the parasite without using the Wolbachia. And with that much to barter, I suppose some people would welcome even a...
You gonna extract him?
...herd like you.
Just stop it!
You'd have no shortage of buyers, but most would be happy with just the parasite. You wouldn't need to offer anything else.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
That buyer already knew about the parasite. They'd also know that by itself, it's no longer the ultimate bargaining chip it once was. To sell to that buyer, you need to throw in a bonus. A way to one-up it. There's only one buyer who'd be after that.
Emmerich, we record all communications on Mother Base. That includes radio transmissions to and from homemade devices. You've been in frequent contact with people in America. A private biotech company.
XC-Star looked it up. It was pointed out to me. I wouldn't have remembered it.
Are connected to Cypher. You made a deal with Cypher. You offered them a new parasite in exchange for your safety. This is the only place in the world where the vocal cord parasite still exists. And you used it as a testing ground. Tried to resurrect their bioweapon. But your plan to obtain the parasite has failed. Your bullshit ends now. And don't think you're leaving here alive.
Oh, it's the light blocking him. It's not the distance, Weird. Come on. You know he's there. You know you want to scan him. Well, that's unfortunate. Pretty far away. Let's see, what was the cassette for Mission 30? Heaven's Divide? Heaven's Divide? Good song.
12 hours after exposure to the blood of a symptomatic colleague, I found myself making my way up the stairs to this room. And I am not alone. Everyone who's infected, we've all come up here wanting to get outside. I know full well I mustn't leave, given the possibility I'm infected. Yet, I can't contain this urge I feel inside me, like the alcoholic who tries to make
Same thing, Tevi 3, then
for one more
45, and then 3, then
I took up those
Man Who
stairs,
Sold the World.
filled me with this
They both pop up.
sense of bliss. I still have all my wits about me. It took no time at all to rewire the electronic lock and open the emergency exit. Then, just as I was about
Shot
to
was
step
high.
foot outside, I finally realized what was going on. This desire for freedom is not my own, but that of the vocal cord parasites inside me. They want the ravens to feed on us, pecking us to death, attracted by these
Hold that thought, Tevi.
secretions.
This
They
tape.
have mutated to facilitate this. The sweet smell is powerful enough to attract even a species with such a weak nose. So, before the parasites take complete control, I must. Most of the staff in here are already infected. At least, everyone I've looked at is. Infection with this parasite causes a high fever in the pharynx. I have modified a pair of night vision goggles to react only to this temperature range. With these goggles, you can identify who is infected. Other infected will, like me, feel compelled to make it outside. If the ravens get their meal, they'll head for land next. That cannot be allowed to happen.
I didn't want to talk over him anymore than I already had. Tevi, similar triggers. Run some side ops, but a certain side op has to pop first, and hasn't yet. Oh, not for that certain side op. That was for mission 40. You have a much better handle on this than I do. So I'm half parroting what you're writing and half thinking out loud, and I'm confusing myself. But we'll go run some other side ops. When I asked about the yellow deployment, you said it does for mission 46. Okay, so what I'm really hoping is that we don't have a fail on that, because it's a 2.5 hour, like a 3 hour deployment. But put all S++ rank on it. We had a 73% chance. Fingers crossed. Oh, we got a couple more tapes here.
The whole idea of the vocal cord parasites was that they'd only copulate once exposed to a specific language over time. But the parasites infecting our men in the laboratory laid their eggs straight away. The larvae were eating their lung tissue almost immediately. What kind of mutation was it?
Those who were infected and cured still carried the vocal cord parasites in their throats. They were still there, but the males had been rendered female by the
Lie down.
Wolbachia,
Damn it,
and
Snake.
copulation could not occur. So we thought, but it is the Wolbachia that mutated.
Not the parasites?
You remember I told you the Wolbachia attempts to maximize its number of female infected hosts?
Yes, hence the male-to-female transformation.
Precisely. But other Wolbachia strains use different methods.
cytoplasmic incompatibility, killing the males, and parthenogenesis.
Parthenogenesis? Aphids? Aphids use that to reproduce via females only.
Very good. The females lay their eggs without a male
Reyes, have a good weekend,
creating
man.
clones of themselves in
We'll catch you
explosive
later.
numbers. Parthenogenesis was originally a means for an organism to take maximum advantage of abundant resources by increasing its numbers. Certain strains of Wolbachia forced this to occur, to create more and more infected females.
And that's why our men develop symptoms in the blink of an eye.
Wolbachia, causing parthenogenesis, is common in parasitic wasps. Of course, the Wolbachia I introduced to you men did not have this characteristic, but I believe the mutation,
We're okay out here for a minute.
whatever it
May have
was,
missed someone.
caused it to force parthenogenesis in its host, the vocal cord parasites. The Wolbachia we used to prevent egg laying became the agent of limitless reproduction.
He's coming too. Roger that.
The symptomatic infected in the laboratory all wanted to get outside, even knowing there was napalm waiting for them out there. You said the parasites made them act that way, but parasites controlling humans. Is it possible?
You gotta extract him.
The host's behavior is a common occurrence in the world of nature.
That's what I get for not holding people up. I can either Fulton or kill people, otherwise they may just get discovered or wake up later if I leave them. Fulton the flunkies.
Until I heard the things your man said.
He's coming too. Roger that.
The bit about, I'm not a snail.
Yes. Among parasitic worms, there is a genus called Leucochloridium that uses snails as intermediary hosts.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Snails prefer dark, gloomy environments. But once parasitized by Leucochloridium, they desire to be in the light. And that is not all. The parasitic worms thrust themselves into the snail's antennae, making them swell to abnormal size. The snail, meanwhile, frantically wiggles its antennae as the parasites squirm inside. The swollen, wriggling antennae soon resemble caterpillars.
I don't get it.
It is so they can be eaten by birds. Leucochloridium needs a bird as its definitive host. To breed, they require their snail host to be snapped up by a predator. So they make the humble snail appear to be a delicious caterpillar and lead it to somewhere in open sight.
So you mean the staff trying to get outside
was so the birds could pick at them. The parasites altered their mental state, making them crave higher places and to be outdoors. I can only surmise that both the Wolbachia and the parasites mutated before the ancestors of the
I don't.
vocal parasites
Never
infected
done the
humans. Their
fob
hosts
stuff.
were birds. What we
Played the
saw
fobs.
in the laboratory was some throwback to that time. The parasites attempting to make birds their intermediary hosts.
sounds insane.
A praying mantis that is host to a parasitic hairworm will dive into water and drown itself, just so the hairworm can lay its eggs in water. Rats infected with Toxoplasma gondii
figured it would still
lose
get
their
'em.
instinctive caution and run right up to cats. Just some of the many ways parasites control the host.
But we're humans.
Well, that was more
Surely
recruitment.
our minds are too complex for that.
I
I thought
heard.
just the same. Free will is what makes us human. So it never
You must
occurred
be
to me
apes.
that the parasites could be controlling the symptomatic. But the mood, the will of a person can be easily affected by the balance of their cerebral substances. Take the toxoplasma I mentioned. It does infect humans, and it is thought the infected develop a more reckless attitude.
Okay, yeah, I guess I have one.
But to think that mutations occurred in
Or
both
had
the
one or
Wolbachia
something.
and its parasite hosts.
Your observation is most apt. Both mutations occurring at once indicates the presence of a powerful mutation.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Keep working on narrowing down what it was.
Fire!
Yeah, sure, there's nothing interesting there. I have a much neglected fob, apparently.
You gotta extract him.
Fire!
Got a good position.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure
You!
channel.
Jemster! What's up? Sending clever for 11! Don't need it! You're awesome! Thank you, man! Cheers! How you been? See you out there. Good to know you're out there somewhere. Here's to you, man. Thank you very much. Good evening. Evening, Jemster. What are you up to?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
I know we can get up and over there. What about this side? I get my answer sooner than I thought. We can go anywhere here. Never mind. Prisoners on this other side anyways. Going well, pretty tired. Got back earlier from a week's holiday. You should be rested up. Are you rested up? Not all holidays are equally restful. How's everything been here? We've been playing a lot. Snake's been having a lot of trouble with terrain these past few weeks. But the game has been a blast, like always. And we're gonna wrap it up today. Helmet, possibly. And do they still have surveillance cameras here? No, that was only in the main op. Said normal, needing vacation from your vacation. $1 million wounds. Someone coming around the corner here. Smile. Say cheese. Right above me. They might see. They don't turn and see me. I'm standing in a light. Oh, don't apologize. Good man. Glad you're busy. Man, I'm glad you got good things going on.
Okay, subject is in. You gotta extract him.
May take too long to take effect. That'll get him fast. We could bug out here. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna keep messing around.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Damster still surprises people and yourself that you've never played a Metal Gear game. I only first played them in 2015.
You gotta extract him.
I started watching them in 2014, but I didn't start playing them until 2015, and it's okay to be late to the game. I'll probably still like it. Fun with rubber bullets? He's got armor on and a helmet, though. Be a little harder to knock him out. Right out on the container. Yes, Last of Us belongs on that list.
Fire!
Someone might see that, but okay.
Fire!
He's coming too. Roger that.
Oh, fine. Be a tattle. Tattletale. Base, I can't handle this. Come help me. There's a guy. He did a thing. Someone's gonna spot me before I get to the last one here. Come on, Snake, help me out. Away we go. Nice red metal boxes. They're all mine. Hey, now, Nick. Who is a genius, Hideo or Kojima? Depending on which face he puts on. See how those other deployments were. Riot suits. Ew. Hey, good on tapes, and we do kind of need to do some other things and wait for some stuff to happen in Trigger. Tank units, a lot of crawling. Armored vehicle units, a lot of crawling. Heavy infantry, a lot of crawling. I'm in the mood for that, but alright. Highly skilled. Where's the highly skilled? Central Base Camp. That's a fun map. Let's go to Central Base Camp. Good things on the list. Yeah, Thevi, and yesterday was its 31st anniversary, the original Metal Gear on MSX. Wasn't that yesterday? That old chestnut exclusives. I have lots of thoughts on that. I don't like them either. I'm a little more comfortable with it when it's an in-house studio development done in-house by one.
Be careful down there, boss.
The major studios, platform studios, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, etc. But I wish it weren't like that either. Lots of plants. Not gonna try and grab them all on the way. Scab. Well, these things can be arranged. Hugs are available. Hugs for everyone. Again, the PlayStation. Wow. we hop the wall over here? We really should be able to hop the wall over here when you think about it. It's just... this tiny bit sad. No! Can't go there. Clear my marker. One in the booth.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Hamster, thanks for the host. Big man, no worries. Bucktooth
Message coming
Monkey,
in.
this place, Afghanistan main base camp. I've messed up a lot of sneaks in this place, but I enjoy it mostly. Walking Dad, thank you for the host. Well,
You gotta extract him.
oh, you're coming with us. Rock guy. Keep walking, keep walking. Damn. Oh, somebody else. Okay. Be here. Come all the way in. No, come into the booth, man. In. Gonna wake him up. There's no room for... Stop trying to wake your buddy up. Stop trying to wake your buddy up. Damn. It was hitting the wall and it kept alerting him. Well, this just got all messy here. The sandstorm? Or is that the alert? S rank that was on post here. That sounds hectic with that mouse. How would you manage that? These guys are on a firing range. They seem to be ignoring the alert and continuing to practice. Maybe they need to practice. Meters, I'll probably see that. No. Poster, never mind. Good for bandits, not so good for companions.
Leave the rest to us.
Nice, yeah.
Roger that.
Going out on this container in just a second. Maybe we better do it now. They're gonna shoot at me doing this. Should be interesting. Oopsie daisy. Bye-bye! Did grab that guy at the guard post. Skilled 16. Get the numbers filling in. That is last highly skilled. Prisoner extractions. Like those are all done. Wanderers. Unlucky dogs. Probably 81 is another yellow. Is that the other yellow, or is it heavy infantry? Doesn't matter, I'm just wondering out loud. Mine clearing. Maybe a couple more of those. We were just there. OKB 0. That's where we were before Central Base Camp. That also highly skilled? Maybe that was a prisoner extraction, but we were just there. That's okay. Nice escape to wormhole. Gotta love those wormholes. And what's the worst that could happen? We end up in Metal Gear Survive? Alright, that's pretty bad. We don't want that to happen. You guys see the articles in circulation? The information is from the fall, but the articles this week about aliens, colonial marines, the config file, the typo in the config file, the misspelling of tether that has to do with the behavior of the Xeno AI, or something. There's a little more to it. But a misspelling of tether in an INI file, in a config file, apparently has a massive impact on the AI and the behavior of the aliens in that game. And that was one of the major criticisms of the game, was how horrible the behavior of the aliens was. Just a broken AI. Well, it may have been broken because of a 5-year-old typo that no one fixed. Maybe got discovered in October, but I just saw the story. You guys saw that? It was pretty funny. Pretty awful. I'm not sure it makes me want to go back and play it or anything, but yeah, we really came right through here. Just snuck into OKB0. Kinda weren't even gone that long. Now we're going back. Maybe it was on purpose initially. The typo part? Like, wouldn't you just comment it out? If you wanted to temporarily break something. There are better ways to do it. Rubber bullets. You like my rubber bullets. They make great sounds. Should be someone else up there. Missed that first shot. They're getting slapped every time. Whap! Whap!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
No clip vid on the sounds. Bethesda games, Elder Scrolls, World, Fallout. See that being interesting. Pick up anything cool. Anything. Learn anything cool about what's under the hood. Again. Should have brought D-Walker. Since we were just here, should have brought D-Walker. Raced around. Could still have him deployed. U-Booster? No, a Ranger. Hold steady. Oh shit, they're all paying attention. My suppressor sucks on that thing. I know where I am. There's a wolf getting in on this too. They know where Snake is. They're shooting where Snake was. He made so much noise over there that they tried to focus their fire. Didn't realize he had bailed. about the alarms, though. Man. Do some real world stuff and do mashups instead of going over the top. I love making of content. Thank you, both. Cheers. Is there any way to get the alarm at OKB-0 here to get him to shut off the alarm?
He's coming too. Roger that.
Sucker's loud. If we get closer, it's gonna get louder. Helmet. Wow, they're having a party.
You gotta extract him.
Look where they're shooting. Guardian, you're off for a bit, probably for the night, unless you're still going then. Thanks for hanging out today. See you later. Oh, hi. Being shot. So I should pay attention. Oh shit. He had a beat on quiet. You hear a scream? Eat that. Get him through the bars. Yeah, nice hitboxes. work so well. My guy. Did I tag him? I guess I was reloading. That sucks. Don't move. Our guy's in a full defensive mode. What's the lady singing in the background? That would be Quiet. She has chosen not to speak. Chosen not to speak English. So she hums for our pleasure. My grenade just threw him at the same time. Oh fuck! Can't get to any bit of cover here. Not good, not good. Might get Snake. Down, Snake. Stay down. Thank you, Quiet. Oh! Machine guns. Thank you, Quiet.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Let's see. Storage containers. Back out here. We ride out on a container. Maybe I'm not in the spot I'm thinking of. For Horizon, huh? What do you think? Oh, look at that sliver! That gas mask ain't gonna save you. There's someone in the stairwell here. Yeah, I thought there might be.
He's coming too. Roger that.
soon as we bail out of here, we're gonna take a break. We may have some radio communications before the break about what's happening next. If we're lucky. Too many alarms. Too many alarms. Nothing. Nothing. It was alright. Little loud, a little messy. And it was our second trip to OKB-0. In just a few minutes. Alright, we've got... I'll let the 1 and 2 minutes there pop so I can start some fresh ones. And... I don't think there's any weapons or gear been dying to develop. Kind of waiting on. Wish I could put better suppressors on a variety of weapons through customization. There's 3 bars of durability for suppressors. I can put a 2 bar, a mid durability, medium durability suppressor on some weapons. There's one. Waiting on one more. See if we have any troublemakers. Send packing. Nope, looks like no. They'd be between the boasters and the diplomats. In our waiting room, 140. I don't really feel like going through the waiting room right now. It's mostly A+. Fire troops that weren't at least an A+. They're never going to have an opportunity to be moved into any teams anyways. Recruiting better troops in the field, mostly. Just overflow. You, because I don't want to scroll back down. They're gone. Flashlights, body armor, machine guns, directional mines, decoys, surveillance cameras, helmets. Always start with the helmets. I will. And machine guns. Okay, I'm gonna take 10. I'll be back. We didn't get any radio communications. I don't think a trip back to Mother Base will help either, so I guess we'll run another side op when we get back. Or one of the repeat main ops. Something, and I'll see you in a few. Stay tuned.